Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining this new event for showing what has been updated in the Embedded Academy. This time we have two kind of news. One thing is concerning the content, like with the previous event, but we will also introduce a new format for supporting the learners along the learning journey. So I would like to start with a news update, what we changed since last time. As you know, we have here under About Us, the news page, where you can see what we have been working on recently and what we published. Since the last event, which we had in the middle of March, we've been releasing topics in different areas. So we worked on automotive spice with some new content. We again did some glossary units. This time I would not go into the glossary units as they are free of charge and you can have a look whenever you want. You find these glossary units here under e-learning glossary, the full list. So we published some of these free glossary units as well. We introduced a new course on automotive spice for management. And within this course, we published project management within Automotive Spice 4.0. It's with short name MAN.3. Some more glossary units. For modern cryptography, we did an update. And I would like to use this chance to say thank you for the people who gave us the feedback. We are very, very happy to receive feedback if you either have a feeling that things are not explained well enough, if you find something which from your point of view is not correct. We are very, very happy to receive this kind of feedback because we want to have everything 100% correct. And of course, we want to improve and make sure that all the explanations are very well done in terms of didactics so that you can follow and take in the learning content and really learn it by heart for yourself so that you can use it in practice. So we did an update here, some more glossary units, and we increased power electronics fundamentals because we introduced an introduction on insulated gate bipolar transistors, in short IGBT. And another glossary unit. And currently we are working on bridges circuits, which will be released within June. For the news, here you find the details. As a short overview, we also have a new page below here, which is called New Releases. And there you see all the courses where we really add something completely new or the new courses which have been introduced. And you see that recently we did a lot on automotive spice. But in the future, we'll go back to more technical topics, and we are currently already working on this. So you will see that within the next weeks and months, there will be more technical releases again. So as we saw, we increased the portfolio in terms of automotive spice. Yeah? Here you have the full portfolio. And here we go on automotive SPICE. It's the management process group. And within the management process group, we have project management. And I already opened the page on project management, and we'll just have some sneak peek into it. Yeah. We already had project management in the previous version 3.1 in automotive SPICE. But of course, with 4.0, there were quite a lot of changes. And we also used this opportunity to do loads of improvements and nicer design and so on. So it's longer, but I think also it has additional support to understand and learn. So we'll have a sneak peek now on the topic of best practices. Enjoy.
So far, we have learned that best practices are defined activities which have to be performed within a process. One activity is the definition of the scope of work. This involves the identification of the project's goals, motivation, and boundaries. All parties involved should be aware of the scope of the project, and the project goals should be defined. However, respective tools can be chosen freely in accordance with automotive SPICE. This could be, for instance, a project structure plan which provides details on the individual tasks. Also, the definition of the project life cycle is a base practice. Define the life cycle for the project, which is appropriate to the scope, context, and complexity of the project. Define a release scope for relevant milestones. This may include the alignment of the project life cycle with the customer's development process. The so-called start of production is set by the OEM. In accordance with this, phases and different milestones have to be planned. One phase which is not preset by the OEM is the project phase, where, for instance, the scope of work is estimated and it is decided whether the project should actually be carried out. This base practice aims at finding out whether the project can be realized with the available resources. The third base practice centers also on the evaluation of the project's feasibility, with a focus on the technical and organizational feasibility. Evaluate the feasibility of achieving the goals of the project with respect to time, project estimates, and available resources. The evaluation of feasibility may consider technical constraints of the project. It needs to be checked whether there is the required know-how in the project team, whether there is enough capacity, and whether the project can be realized from a technical point of view. Now click on the yellow numbers to display the process outcomes. The scope of the work for the project is defined. The feasibility of achieving the goals of the project with available resources and constraints is evaluated. The scope of the work for the project is defined.
As you see, it's the same. It's the output is, it can be in different base practices. So here these numbers are corresponding and are the same. The next I would like to go into and explain is with output work products. Yeah, we have quite a lot of output work products, which change to a certain extent. But what we've been showing is also in which processes these work products are relevant. And this means by the number of processes surprisingly has stayed the same between 3.1 and 4.0, but many processes disappeared and new processes turned up. So this picture is different, which I want to show you here.
Project management generates various work products, which are explained in more detail in this chapter.
So here in this chapter, and then we can click on for example, consistency evidence, and then the page for consistency evidence will be opened.
The consistency evidence is an output information item that occurs in 21 processes. That includes all processes of the software engineering process group, the hardware engineering process group, and the machine learning engineering process group, as well as 4 processes in the system engineering process group. Let's take a closer look. The consistency
So in this way, we show where it is, and then we explain in detail each of these output work products. So this is new. Also, the style has been improved, it's a longer e-learning, which is too much to show here. So I think you get a picture on what has been added to the existing portfolio. And the second topic I would like to go into, but just having a short sneak peek, is the power electronics. And in power electronics, we have the basics, and then we have the components, half bridge for AC motor control, and all this thermal design and assembly. And within these components of power electronics, different semiconductor components are explained. First, the structure, the basics, and then one by one going into different types of semiconductors for power electronics. And here you have IGBT, which is new. Yeah? So we'll have just a very short look into this topic of IGBT. So here is the course, and here's IGBT.
IGBT stands for insulated gate bipolar transistor. It is a semiconductor component that is used mainly in power electronics as an electronic switch, because it is highly efficient and can switch fast. It is especially useful for high voltages and currents.
So I would, in this case, not go into the technical details, but you see there's a structure behind, and you get step by step the explanation, a technical explanation on IGBT. So this part on new content was very short today in comparison to the previous events. The reason for this is because we would like to introduce the new concepts to you. And this is learning journeys for different job profiles. We saw that, like, having the portfolio, having the e-learning portfolio page, you have in an alphabetical order of the portfolio to say, okay, you can start with automotive bus systems or cybersecurity, battery systems, so you have a full picture. Of course, you have a chance to choose the field here, which is giving you some information and hints what is belonging together. But the question is, what about if I have this kind of job within a company, in the organization? What's the content which is relevant for me, and in which order should I start the learning? And this is what we are now providing with this new page on learning journeys for job profiles. And this you can find here under e-learning. We have here the learning journeys. For each of these job profiles, we defined an own document, so you can download it, you can print it as a PDF. And currently we have 6 job profiles defined, but we are already working on new ones, and there will be new ones published within the next weeks. Yeah? And of course, this is also giving us the task to fill gaps, to say, okay, we want to support these different jobs as good as possible. So we'll have a look at the embedded software developer, so as it's like a general topic and is fitting for, I guess, most of the people who are watching right now. So you can open it here. We have this document, yeah, and then within the structure, we always start with the courses within the e-learning package, and then you have a description on the different topics, describing like the job itself a little bit as an introduction, and then step by step what's inside. And you see here with the arrow, this is the recommended learning journey with this path, yeah? Which we are explaining step by step for the content. You have also the learning journey in a more simple overview, saying, okay, these are the embedded software topics. This is what's relevant in terms of IT security, and believing for an embedded software developer, electronics and electrical engineering is usually very important as well, as you are usually controlling some components, or you're reading some sensor data. So this usually is needed too. And then you have a description of the e-learning content in the same order as before, to say this is the recommended learning journey, and it's explaining step by step each of the courses. First, you start with the languages in which it's available. More or less everything we have in English, and some of the content is also available in German. The course objective, yeah, the course content, the duration, the study time, the time you should take yourself, and then the direct link to the course to start. And so for embedded software developer, it's these content we have. The biggest, the best match on content to a role we have for automotive electromobility software developers who are working on electrified powertrain. And I would open this document as well. So here you have, we started already with 4 areas to make it easier to navigate through. So you have embedded software development topics. You have electronics and electrical engineering, and also battery technology on a general level. Then you have e-mobility specific know-how. And as we are talking about the job profile, where it's really a developer working for the powertrain within the vehicle, you also have automotive processes and cybersecurity, which are relevant for a software developer. So it's more the software development focus. And then it looks bigger. So you have embedded software developer development with these 5 courses, starting with basics, serial bus systems, and cyclic redundancy check, and the operating system and real-time operating system. So then you have a solid basic for embedded software development. Of course, if you don't need it, you can skip these kind of things, yeah. Then the second part is electronics, electrical engineering, and battery technology. Also with electronics and electrical fundamentals. Then the next step going into power electronics, the electrical machines, the control of electrical machines, the vector control as a specific topic in this area, and battery systems. With this order, like we put the icons here, and also in the order which is recommended here. Then we have topics which are e-mobility specific. There, the overview is to have like a general approach to e-mobility, then looking into EV charging, having the overall view with an electrified powertrain, and a specific topic which became very relevant again with e-mobility is noise, vibration, and harshness. Due to two things, because the noise of a combustion engine has disappeared, and this means that you sometimes hear other components which where the noise was not audible before. And of course you have an electrical machine where you also have to take care that there is no this high frequency sound which electrical machines sometimes have. And the fourth part is all these automotive processes and cybersecurity. We put both inside Automotive Spice version 3.1, which has been used and is still in use, and the 4.0, the latest release, which has been published in November last year. So this is also the order. Here, with all these 4 sections, it's maybe also good to have an overview. So there you have a real learning journey, step by step, what we recommend to take to learn. Yeah? And again, after this, the description of the e-learning content. So these documents, as I said, you can download, you can print, you will have this information available for yourself. This we published now for 6 different job profiles, and we're going to work on further content. So this is what it was for now. We will give you another update on all the things we changed in terms of content, where we did changes and also published new content. And we will also inform you about the additional learning journey job profiles, which we are going to introduce within the next week. And I guess we will plan the next event about the end of July. So thank you for joining. And I'm looking forward to publish the next results in 2 months' time, and I hope you will have time again to join us. Thank you, and bye-bye.